labor, because the clinic experience, it was okay, nothing special, right? I went to my clinic dates and all that, nothing special. But for labor, when I went to my last visit, they said that I wasn't gaining any weight, as well as my belly was huge, it was measuring big, and because I already have a 9-pound baby, they were saying this one is probably going to be big as well. So I wasn't gaining any weight, my belly was already huge, and they were worried that, you know, the baby is going to be too big. By this time I was 38 weeks pregnant, and they sent me go do ultrasound because they said they want to know how big is the baby, because I might have to get cut seeing that I carry big babies.
Right.
So when I went to do the ultrasound, they found out that Lee wouldn't bad breed self. Okay, my precious, him did said diagonal in my belly. Unruly. So him did said diagonal. So because he was said diagonal, they were like, oh, you know, we're gonna have to cut you because he's not down in the pelvis so that he can come out and whatever. Once me hair cut, you know, a bad word they tell me, you know, yes, I cause pair bad word in my ears.
Oh,
So once my hair cut, me did done. I was like, that's what it's about. So like, we might have to keep you one bag or something. So push come to shove, and the weight of the baby based on the ultrasound was 7 pounds. So they're like, okay, we can send you home. However, we're going to have you come back next week and decide what we're going to do. So when we go back the following Wednesday now, which was when I was 39 weeks pregnant, they were saying I still didn't gain any weight on the scale. I wasn't gaining any weight. The baby was kind of measuring big, and him still set slant. Like when them feel him, he was still setting slant. So they're like, yeah man, C-section coming Sunday evening, we're going to do a C-section. No. Remember the same God when I said I never go pray to because I him caused this?
Yeah, pray to him now though.
So I went and looked for him. So I was like, God, you see, I know some have a badass 1-year-old, and I have to lift him up, and him go and climb from my back and all kind of something, and I cannot have a C-section because it's like a bust out. There is no way I can not lift up my child, and yeah. So I prayed so hard. I never prayed so hard in my life, but I prayed so hard about actually not getting a C-section. Finally, I went in on the Sunday, and the doctor that was supposed to do the C-section procedure, he came to me and he was feeling the baby, and he's like, the baby's head is straight down, but it's not locked in. You know when it's locked in and then can't move again? Right. But here he wasn't locked in, so they were saying he's straight down but he's not locked in, so they're going to continue with the C-section, but he's going to get another doctor's opinion. So another doctor came and she was like, yeah man, we're going to go ahead with the procedure same way, cut your head, cut. So I said to him, so doc, please, we really don't want it because I want to push. So then he called another female doctor and she was like, so why not let her push? See there, the baby's head is down. Let her push. Let her push and set up the room. If it is that she can't push, then we will let her do the C-section. And hallelujah. Then what they did, they said they're going to break the water and guide the baby down. And when they broke the water and guided the baby down, you know, it kind of hot because you know my face,
it's
big
hot.
up in there.
It
to break the water.
Yeah. Like them that use one scissors along the sofa post.
So I have it big up in there.
And them have some, it's like my teeth them find the fattest fingernails for you.
The fattest finger doctor then.
Doctor, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
So
God.
of course, and then I had to stay on my back because based on how he was turned, they couldn't find the heartbeat unless I sat in a certain position. And I wasn't feeling any contractions per se because remember I said I never ready and then call me in for the C-section. So he wasn't ready to come yet. So he now move. He now go down, he now engage him head, nothing, him just dead here. You understand? So every time he come check me, him don't move. Then for some reason I feel like a kick. like you just set, and then after that I just feel the pain.
Oh gosh.
The difference with this time is that I've learned how to breathe and how to manage the pain. Before it was a shock to me and maybe just go on bad and I exert myself. This time I was like, okay, breathe, and the breathing never normal. It wasn't like I was like but it actually worked. And this time I actually stand up and bend over the bed and hold on to the foot part of the bed and bend over. Like all my overall I drop off, breast out the door. First of all, nobody never there watch me because apparently through me a second time mother and one lady come in that was practically in labor. You know, so everybody, the student them, everybody run down and watch labor.
Yeah.
So nobody never care about me. So me in there by myself and me bend over. They saw me and they allowed me to bend over. I guess they could.
Okay.
So I bent over.
No, but when I was in labor, I feel pain. I asked the nurse if I can.
Probably because of where the baby was. Because before he wasn't down enough.
Oh, yeah.
So they were saying they weren't going to let me walk around. They were going to, but then they must say he's not engaged, so it might shift if I walk around. So they allowed me to bend over the bed and like I had to like brace when I felt pain.
Oh yes.
And they said, you know, they're not check me till a certain time. But me said, the next time I say me do, I say, come here. Come check me. Come ready. Come check me. And she's like, alright, here what? I'm going to help you to go into labor. And she's like, when I push my fingers up there and you feel the contraction, just push down. So when she do it, I say, yes lady, I go work with you.
Yeah.
And she say, alright, you're listening, so good, you soon go into labor. So every time I feel the contraction, I just push down so she can, you know, open up the cervix a little bit more for me.
Yeah.
Quick tutus, you know, time for go around and, you know, and go deliver. Which the delivery, before, I did not feel it with Jace when he came out. But this time, I actually feel everything, like, I feel the squeeze, like, him coming out. Like, I feel everything this time. I don't know why. Oh yeah, I think I know why.
Why?
Remember that, okay, with Lee, I had a tear. Well, I didn't have a tear. I didn't have a tear. My cervix was too short. My cervix was too short. So I had to get stitched. My cervix had to get stitched up. Like, you know, tie the bottom and things so I don't go into preterm labor. And I also had to take hormone pills so I don't get into preterm labor. So because of that, I couldn't have any, you know, because because they didn't want any bacteria to go up there, as well as they didn't want me to go into preterm labor, because as they say, semen is what do you call it, epidural?
Yeah, it kind of.
No, not epidural. That thing, it's like something that.
All I know, it helps.
Yeah, it
aids
speeds
in
up
labor,
labor, right? So they never want that happen. So basically, they said no.
That's why them always tell us that when they want the baby to call me if I have a lot of sex.
Right. So because I wasn't doing anything that whole time, it's like I could feel him squeezing out, and it hurt. However, this time I think I controlled myself a little bit more. I barely got a slight tear. However, I lost a lot of blood. They had to test me twice after that. Yeah, I lost a lot of blood. They were like, yo, there's a lot of bleeding, I don't know, I guess it was just coming out a little bit, because nothing was wrong with me. There wasn't, other than the small tear, there wasn't anything wrong with me. And they tested me twice to see if my blood levels were fine. And I was okay. Them sent me home because I was fine. And Lee didn't have any problems really. He had a heart murmur. But you know, they said a lot of kids were born with that. He also had slight jaundice. But they told me to take him home, continue breastfeeding him, and he would pee and poop out the jaundice that he has. So I didn't have to leave him this time. So I got to take him home. Yeah.
Pregnancy is a journey.
Hi guys. Okay. I know you enjoyed that little story just now. There's a lot more, like how I managed when I got home, you know, with both babies and everything. Thank you so much for being a part of my family. I want you to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and always remember to leave a comment about what you think about my video and your own experience. Also remember to follow me on Instagram, Me a Mother, or on Facebook, Me a Mother. Alright, thanks so much. Bye.